seems to be a consistent response for those who are struggling is when they see somebody doing better, is that they get bitter, they get resentful, and they don't take action. And that's not the case for everyone. So it's the same thing that you and I have been talking about this whole time is if the shoe fits, wear it. So if you see somebody doing well, dude, I have this sometimes. I see somebody that I know that I've communicated with and they get an opportunity that I could have gotten. And I see it and I'm like, did they like, listen, I love him. He's a great person, but I know what I got and I know that it's better. I know he's got like it's a little piece of what I got. It's so funny because I know I learned to recognize this where it's like, oh, that's interesting. I'm pretending in my head, I'm making a game and I'm pretending like that's it. Like that's the only thing. There's only one of these.
Come on, Matt.
And so I just had to learn to stop pretending. Like I couldn't speak at every speaking engagement. I couldn't have every single podcast guest on. I can't do all of it. And so I need him. I need him to go out there and speak. I need that personally. How does my message get furthered? This tidbit of mine that he's speaking on is getting brought out there and people are like, oh my gosh, this is great. It's going to land with people. That spreads the message.
Oh, Matt, like I drop the mic. What is that? Don't drop your mic. That was expensive. Like drop the mic. You just comparison, but then taking it to wait a minute, like you're complimenting him. He's only he's a role model, but at the same time, like you can't speak at everything. You mean there's actually enough for everybody to go around?
And then some.
And I think it's James Allen says this. You don't have to fight for space that's yours. You do not have to fight for space that's yours. That's a thought. It's a low level common denominator thinking that you have to fight for space. Not if it's yours. You have to fight to become the person that you're supposed to be, but the space, that belongs to you. You have a right to enter into your space. You do. Your gifts, your talents, they make room for you. Who you are as a person. And I just love that. I'm like, man, I'm going to take that home. I have to remember I don't have to fight for space that belongs to me, but the space that I'm in, I need to take it up. Show up. And one of the greatest lessons I've learned this year is I can't compare my pain to someone else's pleasure. Whoever's going to do that, I'm not going to compare my worst moment to your best. Because that leaves you with this one word, lack. And you're so incredible because you could have allowed that situation to make you feel like there was lack. And that's the internal narrative that you were talking about, that we have to sometimes beat that sucker down and go, no, I'm not going to compare this little moment of pain. I want an opportunity. I'm not going to compare it to your pleasure. That's the wrong comparison. Why would I ever compare potatoes to bacon? It's two different items. Don't compare my pain to someone else's pleasure. I love it. Oh my gosh. I should have been taking notes, but you dropped it so fast. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? That was profound.